here with Avery Shiflett, 2025 at Calhoun, a Georgia commit playing for Georgia Jackets. Avery, man, appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're the top-ranked left-hander in your class in the state of Georgia. You work the fastball into the mid-80s now, that slow curve, the changeup. What would you say is the biggest strength for you right now as a developing pitcher?
Probably being able to locate my curveball on the dirt or just get me over, just whatever I need it to be.
What's the biggest progression for you then going forward? Is it fastball command? Are you working on another pitch? Like what's that thing that you think is going to help take you to the next level?
Getting more control on my changeup. It's the main thing.
How much are you working on that this summer then? I mean, certainly, the high school season is what it is. Having already been committed, I mean, it kind of takes some of the pressure off. So how do you look at this season in the spring and the summer in terms of getting better at those little things?
More bullpens, like in games, it's just more going out there and doing the best I can. And then working on more like mechanic stuff in bullpens, and then just trying to transfer it to the games.
How do you compartmentalize failure? I mean, certainly if you're a position player, you have your ABs and you can, you're going to get another one later on. But as a pitcher, failure and overcoming failure can be pitch to pitch. It can be inning to inning. How are you kind of able to compartmentalize that and move on?
More just learn from it and then forget about it.
Is it just that easy to flush it away though? Everyone says it is, but so how do you kind of work on that then to be able to just like say, okay, that didn't work, let's move on?
I've always just been able to do it. It just doesn't really affect me.
It's just that simple. I know you're also a first baseman and there's some pop in that bat. Are you looking to go both ways and be a two-way player at the next level? How are you kind of approaching that at this point in your high school career?
As of now, I would love to, but like as long as I can hit, I'm gonna hit. So if that changes, then I guess I'll just pitch. But as of now, I'm gonna do it.
What would you say is a strength for you as a hitter then? I mean, as a pitcher who kind of knows your strengths and as a hitter who knows his, I mean, I guess how would Avery Shiflett throw to himself if you were in that situation?
Probably just try to get him out front on it or off speed. Just anything off speed.
You were part of a loaded 2025 Classic Calhoun, and I say that loaded is probably putting it a little bit slightly there. You got Andrew Purdy, who's obviously committed to Alabama, Jax Bishop, who's going to Tennessee. This past spring didn't work out for you guys, I know the way you wanted it to in the GHSA bracket, but how special is this group that you guys have building at Calhoun?
I think we're going to be really good in the next few years because we have other kids too, not just us three, but we're going to be really good, at least pitching.
How did you guys, 3 different SEC schools, how did none of you guys convince the other one to come join you in your destination?
Jax went first, and I don't think anybody knew he was even going to do it until after he did it. And then I just always wanted to go to Georgia. It's just, I think it's the best fit for me, just the coaching staff and the facilities and everything. And then Andrew went 2 weeks after me, I think, just because he just really liked Tennessee, Alabama. I think because he talked to Hagan Banks over there because he went to Calhoun too. So I think he just fell in love with it.
What is the coaching staff there already talked to you about in terms of what they want to see improve in you before you wind up in Athens?
Really nothing, just bigger, stronger, because speed and everything else is going to come with time.
Where do you find influence on the field? I mean, in terms of, each time you go out, having that same mentality and like, where do you look to as a player for inspiration?
My family, just not letting them down.
All right, you talked to us a little bit about you as a pitcher. I want to see you kind of take us through your grips and see how you do what you do. Sound good?
Okay. So fastball, just more trying to stay behind it, not cutting it, just kind of pronating a little bit. Change up, it's more of a palm ball. Just work on staying fingertips off of it and just trying to get a little run on it. And curveball, just trying to come over the top and put a lot of pressure on my middle finger just to pull it down.
And thank you so much for doing that. That was great. Make sure everybody's following LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube for so much more happening here on campus.